It's snowing outside. It's a chilly, fun vibe on a Saturday night for me. And what better way to enjoy this Saturday night talking about the difference between falling in love quickly versus falling in love slowly. So after I made a video titled Missing a Person You Never Dated Sucks, this video popped up on my recommended feed titled Why We Should Fall in Love Slowly. And I've seen it all the way through once, and I really wanted to sit here and give my thoughts on this video because I think it's a really intriguing video. I'll leave the video at the top of the description if you want to watch it yourself in full. And with that being said, like the video if you do enjoy, subscribe if you are new. We're on the road to 1K, so if you'd like to help me on that journey, please consider subscribing. Shorter intro today. I really just want to sit here and watch this video together. And yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna start off with saying that there's nothing wrong with wanting to experience a fast love. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be understood, but there are the side effects of being understood too quickly. It shows a level of curiosity that, wow, this person really wants to get to know me on such a deep level, and curiosity is important. There is a difference between cramming for the exam versus fully understanding the subject.
I never really understood falling in love super quickly. Maybe because I've never experienced love before. But I feel like if you fall in love quickly, wouldn't like everything just go south in the end? I understand there's times where you can fall in love with a person within like weeks and it all just tends to work out in the end if you're both committed to it. But most of the times, doesn't the relationship just end as quickly as you guys fell in love as fast? Holy hell. Someone put a word count every any times I said the word as. Slow love to me is like, oh, you get to know a person and then like you go on a couple of dates and then like maybe like 2 to 3 months in you guys ask out. Maybe to some people that's pretty quickly. Others may find it super long as well. But I feel like if you're really compatible with this person, shouldn't you guys just like go at it from the jump? But understanding that eventual cracks will come through after that like lover stage, I guess. I don't know what it's called. There's a terminology that where essentially like everything is fine for that like first couple of months or weeks where like you guys are having no arguments. Every time you guys hang out it's perfect. But then after that stage, isn't it called like the honeymoon stage or whatever? I think that's the actual terminology. But a lot of people after the honeymoon stage, cracks usually come in, and that's like the true definition of like could this relationship last or not.
I'm gonna use an example. There is a person that can get to know you within weeks. They ask all of the right questions. They start to really understand who you are, but who they are studying is the person that you are at that exact moment, versus the person that has gotten to know you over a span of years, and this person has witnessed seeing you change. Instead of the first example of where they asked all the right questions and they found out who exactly you are, it's so much easier for them to kind of put you in this box of what they studied you to be versus the second example of where they witness the box keep growing. The first example, that person may feel like, whoa, you're changing it up a little too much. What happened to the person that I used to know you to be?
When she says, whoa, you changed so much, what happened to the person that I used to know? I feel like that tends to only happen when you fall in love too quickly. So it kind of like throws everything out the window in a way. Because when everything after that honeymoon stage starts to come in, you kind of just reminisce on that stage that you guys had at the start, where like she was the person that you thought she was, but then things happen and she changes a little bit throughout the relationship. It's like, hey, what happened to the person that I used to know, or the person that I was initially talking to? Like J. Cole said that one time, is this the girl of my dreams? Is she as good as what she seems, or am I lying to myself? Whatever the rest of the bar is, I think it's like that, something of the sorts.
To be honest, rushing love is actually very simple. All you have to do is just lean into the crush of this person, or lean into the few things that you do like about them and just exploit it and keep using that as a carrying vessel for the rest of the relationship. It's very easy to do.
I 100% agree. It's so easy to fall in love based off just like a few things you guys have in common. You meet a girl, all of a sudden she's very big into logic and you're like, holy shit, she's the one. You also find out that she's a very big film nerd. She loves the same movies that you do. All the Quentin Tarantino movies, Kill Bill, Pulp Fiction. you guys also play the same video games as well. She plays Rocket League and is very into single player story based games. Very few things like that can get you to fall in love quickly. It's kind of crazy if you think about it, because all of a sudden I could be talking to a girl and she could just tell me that she really loves Logic and her favorite albums are Under Pressure, The Incredible True Story, No Pressure, College Park, Vinyl Days, and I'm thinking she's the one. And a lot of people think based off a few things you can easily just like get together and make that shit work, which is possible. Listen, don't get it twisted. It does happen. You could be talking to somebody very quickly, have very few similar interests, and then it just works out in the long run.
The common denominator between slow love and fast love is that there is the chemistry. I'm not going to take away from the fast love that there isn't a connection there. There definitely is. It's just what you do with the connection is extremely important.
Connection is a pretty important thing. Whether it's fast love or slow love, as long as the connection is there, it essentially works. Because listen, a quick example in like slow love, you could have your childhood girl best friend that you've known for so long, and then you two could just fall in love quickly due to the fact that you've seen her all your life. Or it's as simple as just being friends with somebody, and then one day you both just like each other and then just start dating from there. But understanding the circumstances that your partner has will make it work. This is like semi off topic, but I was talking to an old friend, and what's funny is that we literally started talking again after I made the video on like missing a person you never dated sucks. And I got this really good reminder that I haven't had in a very long time, is that you don't need to fall in love right now. You could be in like you could be 19, you could be the same age as me, and you don't really need to worry about finding the one. You could be in your mid to late 20s, maybe even your 30s. It's okay to not be in love right now in the current point of your life. As long as they understand, like I just said, the circumstances, the situation of how the relationship is going to go, then it all just works out. You don't need to be worrying about falling in love super quickly or super slowly. The point is, it will eventually be there for you. Whether or not you're ready for it is kind of how you are at the time.
So with slow love, we are practicing patience. Continue on your life as you would, because you still want to put time and effort into the goals that you have outside of the relationship. I'd say that's what I notice a lot with the fast loves that I've experienced as well as observed. A fast love usually puts the rest of our life on hold, while the slow loves, they take such small chunks of time out of our days, and we can still eat the rest of what's on our plate. Like, they are the sweet treat at the end of the day, but we still fulfilled the main course, which were our responsibilities and our ambitions. And I'd say that's a well-balanced meal.
Y'all do not understand how important patience is, because if you and your partner understand that there's stuff to be done outside of a relationship, for example, both of you guys work, meaning that you guys have to figure out within your work schedules when to hang out, when to meet up and do like couple stuff. I don't know what couple stuff do, guys. I've never been in a relationship before. But the point is, regardless of fast love or slow love, it just really varies, honestly, I feel like. Because you can fall in love quickly, and then, like I've said throughout this entire video, you can make it work. But then a lot of people would say, well, slow love is kind of like that rewarding one in a way, because you could be doing your normal things, and then at the end of the day, you can come home, and then you see the love of your life at the door, and then you guys can just hang out or whatever, right? For example, I could just say that, oh, dude, I love making videos, and then at the end of the day, I can just call up my girl and tell her, like, hey, do you want to like hang out at my place? Obviously, I can't do that because I'm single, but that's not the point. I was trying to be comedic. But yeah, honestly, I'm going to leave the video there. I think we watched about like 4 or 5 minutes of the video. Like I said, I'll leave it in the description down below if you want to watch it in full. It's a really good video. I really loved it. And subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.